Welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Chad Kuhl. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
All right, ready to get underway. And now it's going to be Jarren Duran. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out number one as we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And a big factor for them in recent games, J.D. Martinez.
Well, he's in pretty good company right now on that AL leaderboard for home runs. Top 5 for the guy, and he's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. You don't see him missing too many pitches, and when he gets the one that he wants, he doesn't miss it. It goes a long way.
One down, base is empty. Not even close there. And a count 2-1. That's hard hit on the line. And there's 2 away.
That is third. The designated hitter.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. This is Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Brian Bayo.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The line to kick the pitch. Got him. And there's one down.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Now it's going to be Colson Montgomery. Bayo, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
That misses, and it's 2-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So a man aboard. Andrew Vaughn will hit next. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Robert, the runner at first with 2 gone. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And another ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
On the ground, right side. Diving stop at first. And very nicely done for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself. Waves the pitcher off and continues to run into the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Tristan Casas. The pitch. Ripped to short. Sends it across the first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Tyler O'Neill. One down, base is empty. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense. And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. The guy pitched to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Out to center. Robert moves under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now Yohan Moncada. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The wind and the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. Whips it to Casas. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, the catcher,
Max Stassi comes up to hit. The 3-1. Right side. And foul ball. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
There's a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
They fired in quickly, So it's first and second with only one away.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, they're long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first runner.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Well, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Rafael Ortega stands in. This to third. Whips it to Casas. That ends the inning. White Sox strand a couple. Will move to the third with no score. Here on the south side, well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And stepping in for Boston, Cedane Rafaela. Good eye right there.
2-1.
And that one fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Out to short, DeYoung. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here's Trevor Story. One down, base is empty.
Hey.
Well, he let that changeup pop. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Top of the third, no score. The pitch. Not close with that one. 2-2. Out to short. Whips it to first on the run. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Long run, tracks it down. And that's the third out. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here on the south side, Nicky Lopez up to the plate.
The second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Jumps, throws, throw is low, and he can't pick it.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop could even make that play.
And here is Colson Montgomery. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Kicks and fires. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Luis Robert now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Wouldn't chase that time. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And the right-hander deals. Lopez over at first with one away. Outside, and that is ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Vaughn. 2 on, 1 out. High fly ball out to center field. Ref Snyder sizing this one up. 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So first and second with 2 outs. Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit.
After the loss yesterday afternoon, where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Next offering is downstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fastball for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Righty delivers. That one missed. Max Stassi up next. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. On to the 4th. Still scoreless. Back at guaranteed rate field as we go to the top of the 4th. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jarren Duran. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. He's got it. 1 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And next for the Red Sox, Masataka Yoshida. The wind of the pitch. Look out!
Yep,
and it hit him.
Our biggest concern, other than injury, after a moment like that, is just how the pitcher will respond. You know, sometimes a guy will lose confidence in a pitch when he's hit somebody.
Yoshida stands at first with 1 out. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's one over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Max Stassi. And the righty deals. Swing and a foul straight back. The wind of the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he's swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
So digging in, Paul DeYoung. 2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. And here is Tristan Casas. That one fouled off. 2-2 on the way. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. And that one hammered. That's back. You can kiss it goodbye. His 9th homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. Reese McGuire up next for the Red Sox. And a base hit into right center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Cedane Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And a pitch. Ripped to short. Got him on the off-balance throw. And the inning is over. Solo shot opens the scoring for Boston. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the inning, and now Rafael Ortega.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Story sends it over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Nicky Lopez. On the ground to first, Casas. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Colson Montgomery.
Now the number 2 hitter, Colson Montgomery. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Well, kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Shy Sox held in check here. They still trail 1-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the second baseman, Rob Refsnyder. The pitch. Swings through that. Movement in the bullpen. Tuki Toussaint, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Garcia getting loose as well. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Up next for the Red Sox, the center fielder, Jerry.
Back to the top of the line. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Ball to strike. Line drive. And it gets down for a base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. His righty-lefty splits there. Rudder takes off, pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that one is inside. Left-hand batter waits. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around third. The throw in. He's safe.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here is J.D. Martinez. And the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit, and the runner stays where he is. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Now, the first
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Chad Kuhl won't go any further, and as he heads off, White Sox going with a new arm, Tuki Toussaint.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
One down. Tristan Casas getting ready to hit. Next offering is outside.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, you know, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, you know, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
2 on, 1 out. Hard hit right side. Off balance beat. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Well, they pick up one run on the RBI single, and it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. Here on the south side, bottom of the 6th, leading off, Luis Robert. The pitch. And that's in there at the knees.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Andrew Vaughn digs in now. One down, base is empty. Good eye in that spot. Righty to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Red Sox leading it by 2 here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. To the right side, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for Chicago, the third baseman.
Here is Yohan Moncada.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Liam Hendricks out of the bullpen.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And a count 1-2. At the belt and fires. And another ball.
That's a really good take.
2-2 now. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Boots it.
He's good.
Two on, 1 out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Max Stassi. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly
Got him. 2 out.
just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
So first and second with 2 outs. So up next for Chicago, Zach DeLoach. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. He's down looking. White Sox strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. New inning getting started. Now here is Tyler O'Neill. And he deals. Gonna count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got it by him for the play.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
One down, base is empty. Now a fly ball to right center. It gets down, a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Cedane Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Rafaela having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, the bright side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
2 on, 1 out.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Here's a 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Rob Refsnyder in the on-deck circle. And here's a 3-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The other way, and that's a fair ball. Runner around third, and now it gets into the corner. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. It's 4-zip.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach is head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder. That one not close. And that's ball 2. Story, the runner at second with 1 away. Swings through that one for strike 2. And here it comes. Waves it to Bender for the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-'80s. Good contact, not much power, and he can run. He always uses swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. The run comes in to score from second. It's 5-0. And that's a double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
New pitcher for the White Sox, Davy Garcia.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Man at second here with 2 away. So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. And a pitch. Just missed. Man at second.
3-2.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Here's a 2-2. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around third, he'll score easily. It's 6-0. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now it's J.D. Martinez. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Red Sox 6 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Paul DeYoung.
Paul DeYoung.
The pitch. Slice down the right side. Two. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
That's down and in.
They can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That one finds the zone. And now 3-2. Got him swinging. Stayed with the fastball on all 3 pitches to put him away.
Yeah, just straight attacked him. And those locations of the fastball is what really stood out to me, Boog. Started him inside, really good location. Then he went away for strike 2, going kind of east-west, and then finishes him off up in the zone with some good velocity. That's just great execution.
The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. High in the air, out to right. O'Neill drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 6 and the White Sox nothing. Back here on the south side, we're at the top of the 8th, and now Tristan Casas. The wide to kick the pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. DeLoach reaching back towards the wall. And it's off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
So, man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Just missed.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
The 3-1. Late on that fastball.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Got him looking. And now 1 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Reese McGuire. Right-handed reliever. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The Red Sox up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now that third baseman, Cedane Rafaela.
Now at the plate, Cedane Rafaela. Popped up. Lopez settles underneath it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brennan Bernardino.
Well, the ERA tells you pretty much all you need to know. Under 1. He's been fantastic coming out of the pen.
So now the DH spot, Colson Montgomery.
The designated hitter, Colson Montgomery.
The pitch. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Kicks and fires. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Right side. O'Neill makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 25,
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
He goes down looking. Yoan Moncada now at the plate.
Yoan Moncada.
Here's a 1-1. Softly hit to 3rd, and he picks it up in foul territory. Montgomery off of 1st with 2 away. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Next next offering is down low.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Two outs. Swing and a drive, deep right field. O'Neill going back, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Fetty.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Rob Refsnyder will hit next. And the right-hander deals. That one the other way. Snags it for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So the batting order turns over. Now a chance for Jarren Duran. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one handled onto first, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Red Sox 6 and the White Sox nothing. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Michael Fulmer.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Max Stassi steps to the plate for the White Sox.
The catcher, Max Stassi.
On a strike, the pitch. Gets him to chase after that one.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And the batter now, Zach DeLoach. And now 1-2.
If
you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
On the ground to third. Rafaela over to second, now to first, and it's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
So it's their last chance in this one. Paul DeYoung steps to the plate for the White Sox. The wind of the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fulmer is just one strike away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
Good win by 6 runs. Always always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one, and get another W.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.